Morning Rising Vibes. So, today is a magical day. We have been trapped in a lot of tribulations, and now we are out of the Lion's Gate. So, since we are out of the Lion's Gate, we now can manifest one of three things, which I've made my video on that: your deepest desires, your deepest suppressions, or your deepest fears. Because your deepest suppressions can actually be something that you desire, but you're afraid of what others will think. So you control your perception of everything. So you got to make the best of everything. You got to overcome your fears and conquer everything. Well, I am about to co-star with G Heart, which is one of my greatest friends, one of my gifted hearts, G Heart. And she's got beautiful children, and I've got beautiful children. And then we've got Uncle Napkin. He's going to laugh when he hears this. You know, that's always there for our kids. And so, when I co-star with her, we're going to go over like tarot cards, and we're also going to go over different things like chakrams and vibrations and everything else. And so you won't get to hear just one perspective of it, but you'll be able to hear two. So, right now I am sitting in the same spot I always sit in the same rock. But you see the perception of it? It's changed. It used to look a little more like this, or a little more like this. Beautiful dragonflies. It's the perception. Why did I change it? Because I'm hands-free. I am not huge on technology. I'm still learning. So I do this just raw right from my phone. I am one that loves to share. And when I first came across all of these different kinds of things that I was denying, like Stardust children. Now, Stardust children are children that you're like, you have way too much of an imagination. That's not a bad thing, because if no one ever thought, well, I want to get this cell phone. Like, I want a cordless phone that I could just walk out of the house and take in my car and go to work. Next thing you knew, you had car phones. And you're like, okay, well, that's not really what I meant, but okay, that would work. If they just settled for that and didn't have an imagination, it would have never manifested. Imagination is the beginning of manifestation. So, if you get scared really easy and you're looking, at a shadow on the wall and you're like, oh my gosh, it's a monster. Now in your mind, you're freaking out because you're manifesting a monster in your mind. And I'm not exactly sure how the dark arts work, but I'm pretty sure that it's upon the same manifestation process. So, with saying all of this, Stardust children, they start with the ability to be able to imagine things. Stardust children always have questions. They want to know why. Why is this happening? Why is that happening? What's going on? They also have that aura about them that just draws people to them, like, oh my gosh, you're so beautiful. Like, your eyes, your little girl or little boy has just beautiful eyes. They could be like, I don't know what it is, but your child's cute. I think all babies are ugly, but this one's cute. You'll get the most random compliments from people that don't compliment children. That's how you know you have a Stardust child. Another way of knowing you have a Stardust child would be look at their personality. Are they shying away from other people? Are they not so into movies? Are they more into video games? Do they like to create their own worlds? That's how you know. Ones that don't accept the answers. You tell them an answer to something, you're like, 2 plus 2 is 4. They're like, yeah, it is, but I don't accept that. And then they go into something totally strange and you surpass it, not knowing that, wow, now they're coming up with the calculation for 2 representing the numerology and the meaning behind the number. And a lot of us, like me, didn't have a single clue what numerology was. And now that I know, it has helped awaken me and walk me along my journey. I understand the cosmic balance more. I understand, how the psychic ability works. I understand that there is a meaning for everything, which means we don't know nothing because we don't know everything. If you know everything, what is a life path number? What is the grand design? What is my walk? Because I can't tell you what your walk is. Because I don't know your walk. I may be able to feel your vibrations if I'm around you or speak to you over the phone. As long as I can connect, mentally with you, then I can tell you a little bit, but I can't tell you the whole thing, and no psychic can, because only you, whether it's a higher you that you haven't even tapped into or figured out yet, only you can know or accept. If you hear something and you're like, someone says that I'm about to get a raise, and I accept that, and I'm going to get this raise, and you get the raise, great, because your heart knew that it needed to be manifested at that moment in time. Your vibrations were bright, and you accepted it. Now, if you hear that you are sick, and you accept that, be careful, because you just accepted that you're sick. If they say you're dying, and you accept that, be careful, because you just accepted that you are dying. So, with that being said, manifest what you want. Trust in your intuition. Be the greatest version of you can be, and nothing can hold you back. Nothing whatsoever. Only you. You can't control the universe, but if you control your perception, your vibrations, your outer vibes, and your inner vibes, because what's within must come out, you can help be part of the grand design. Rising vibrations your way. Bye. Till next time.